Hi, it's Teresa Mealy, Teresa Mealy Total Health and Wellness. Christina, my nurse, and I are in Salt Lake City this weekend. We just finished up a weekend-long course, started Friday. It was all day Friday, all day Saturday, and half a day today. It was part one of the hormone series with the amazing Neil Rouzier. Christina was able to come and learn straight from him, the head honcho, the guy that knows hormones like the back of his hand. He knows every study, he knows every journal, he knows the dates, the titles, the abstracts, what hormones they use. He's fantastic. So we came just to, she came for her first time and I just came for a refresher, which, by the way, your providers should be doing this. They should be always getting up to date and trying to figure out the next latest, greatest things to make you feel better. So, just a few takeaways from this weekend. Remember, hormones are not bad. Hormones are not dangerous. So when your granny or your auntie or your cousin brings her friend to your family birthday party and says, "Oh my gosh, you're on hormones, you're crazy." If you want to dive deep in the literature and know it by, like the back of your hand, that would be fine. But if you don't want to do that, you just have to remember one thing. That is, listen to what they say and then politely say, "I get what you're saying, but you have to realize that I'm not on the hormones that you're talking about." Because your doctor, your mom, your granny, your auntie, they're all talking about Premarin and Provera, and those hormones are bad. Don't take those. I wouldn't take those. I wouldn't even prescribe them. I'm on progesterone and testosterone, bioidentical stuff, not Provera and Premarin, none of that. So just remember, hormones are not dangerous. They're very protective. They help us with lots of things that happen to us as we age, osteoporosis, brain health, brain fog, weight gain, bone loss. All of those things are helpful when you reintroduce or rebalance your hormones. So remember that. Also remember, if you feel like, you know what, I hear what you're saying, but I've tried hormones before and they don't really work. Just remember, many times your hormone plan or protocol is underdosing you and you're not getting maximum or optimal benefits. For example, men, they'll get androgel. So finally, if they test abnormally low for testosterone, they might get a prescription for androgel. That's an alcohol-based patch that you put on your arm. Fantastic, right? Now I get hormones. This is going to be great. But androgel raises your testosterone maybe 100, maybe 200 if you're lucky. 200 points, that's it. You're going to be like, yeah, that wasn't really anything. You're going to think, oh, I tried hormones and that didn't work. So you're being underdosed. You're being treated by someone that doesn't understand hormones. And yeah, it didn't work for you, but it wasn't the hormone, it was the dosing. So remember, dosing matters. Remember, route matters. So we don't use creams. We use oral progesterone and oral estrogen. Testosterone is the only cream we use. You don't want saliva testing. You want blood testing or serum. All of the studies to date show evidence-based medicine is serum or blood testing for hormones, not saliva. We met an OB-GYN here from Florida, and we were talking to her, and she was saying she used to practice the old way, the Western way, where she would even give progesterone to pregnant women to help them avoid miscarriage, and she would do serum testing for them to measure progesterone levels. But when she would replace hormones in an older woman like my age, she would give creams and do saliva testing. So now she understands, like, what's the difference between someone my age and someone being treated to prevent miscarriage with progesterone? Again, there's no evidence-based medicine showing that saliva levels are the way to test hormones. In all of the studies by the NIH, the National Institute for Health, they all use oral hormones, oral progesterone and oral estrogen, and they all use serum levels for testing. So not saliva. So if you think you've tried hormones and you've been saliva tested and you've been given creams or androgel and you didn't feel better, you probably didn't. It's probably not the hormones, it's the dosing. So remember things like that. Just remember that, we're here for you. Hormones are great, but you also need to take initiative and help yourself in your areas of your life. You have to be the one in charge of your life. You have to be the one changing your diet and your nutrition. When Christina and I flew here, I stopped at Starbucks to get a coffee, and everybody in front of me was getting sugary coffees with the whipped cream and the caramel drizzled over it, and everybody was getting, along with those drinks, blueberry muffins and scones, and I just wanted to scream, like, This is a problem. This is what makes you feel so bad. I was also talking to Christina this weekend, and I said, she's a little younger than me. I'm going to be 48 this year. When I was young, nobody was out exercising. There was nobody out just running and jogging. Only weird people did that. I mean, they didn't really exercise. There was a few people that did some jazzercise, but otherwise, people didn't really exercise. Now, everybody exercises. There is no one out there that doesn't know someone that goes out for a run, goes to the gym, all these other things, but everyone is still overweight. So we have a problem, and that problem is food. So while we are evangelical about hormones because we really think it helps a lot of things, you still have to be invested in your health and stick with diet and nutrition and sleep and reducing your stress and those kinds of things. So I just want to let you guys know we are here. We are here for you, trying to help ourselves gain more knowledge, to help you. We are here to tell you also that your providers don't understand what we're doing. So if you do end up doing hormones, just know that you'll meet provider resistance out there. Also know that those providers aren't here at these conferences with us learning, diving deep into the literature. We use randomized controlled trials for our studies. So these are things that you should be looking at. If your provider's telling you hormones are dangerous and they're talking about bioidenticals, get a new doctor. If you see a doctor that says cholesterol is bad and you need to stop eating red meat, get a new doctor. If you see a doctor that thinks testosterone causes prostate cancer or heart attacks, get a new doctor. There's plenty around. Fire that one and move on. If you feel really loving enough, you might want to try to share your information. 1% of the time that might work. Otherwise, they're just going to be mad at you for coming in and telling them what they should know. Christina and I saw a patient last week. She had gone to her GYN in town, in Springfield, where we're from, and went in and said, I really think I'm going through perimenopause. I feel like I'm going to go crazy. I just feel super depressed. I have no energy. And she said, I think I'm going through perimenopause. And it was a female GYN. She said to her, perimenopause does not exist. That is not what you have. And so the lady was a little like, oh my gosh, okay. But if you really feel like that's what you have, I'll give you the birth control pill. Okay. Well, first of all, that doctor was just mad that the patient came in and had the audacity to think she knew what was going on with her body, which, by the way, you should. And then the pill, that's the answer, just to wipe out ovarian function and make symptoms worse. So these are the kind of things that you need to know. You need to know that there's providers like me out there that can help you with hormones, that can help you with lifestyle medicine. So I think that's about it that I wanted to say. Serum is better than saliva. If you've tried hormones and they didn't work for you, just know that you probably were underdosed. You probably weren't on the right route, the right dose. All of that stuff matters. Hormones are not dangerous. We want you to live your best life that you can possibly live. And just remember, your providers don't understand. They have no idea that they don't understand what they don't actually understand. So you might have to find a new provider, and that's fine. Just keep looking around, but we're here for you in Springfield, Missouri. If you want to find us, our phone number is 417-771-5277. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook at Teresa Mealy, Total Health and Wellness, LLC. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. Just, find somebody that will help you be better than you are right now, that you can feel your healthiest and be your best. So we love you guys so much, and we are leaving Salt Lake tomorrow to get back into the office and start helping more people. So you guys have a blessed day. Bye.